this is a fun story only because of Peter's reaction to it. I guess you may find out that sometimes we have a habit of not always reading the entire article, just going off the headline. Here's a case where it came back to bite Peter in the ass. Today's Not So Critical update. And I will make you read it.
Oh my God. So I read Washington goes on the global data privacy offensive, and my comment was, "Go Washington," because I thought it was an offensive on the problem of global data privacy, which is not great, but it's actually an offensive on privacy itself.
Yeah, it's an attack on GDPR, basically. The subtitle, if you got deep enough into this article to read the first sentence, they talk about how they're driving plans to allow companies to sign up for allow countries to sign up. I love making that mistake. Companies allow countries to sign up to allow personal information to flow freely between jurisdictions. And this is, I think, a direct response to GDPR. There's a quote later in the article that says the GDPR is basically impossible to comply with.
That's not entirely wrong.
No, it's not.
Here's the quote.
It's fairly hard to comply with.
From Josh
Fairly
Harris.
hard is not impossible.
The whole world is inadequate under the GDPR. To which Peter says,
that's thinking.
Well, they've got it. Yes, everyone's doing bad things. It doesn't mean they should keep doing them because, it's hard not to do bad things. That's just the fucking worst.
Well, I kind of really dislike, Peter, that you're like so okay with the European Union being a mass surveillance.
I know. Oh God, John, you deliberately like I've never said that. You know, I've never said that. I've said repeatedly that I've never said that. In fact,
just now,
you're such a European Union. You're such a European Union fanboy. You know,
I'm not. I wish I was. I am actually a fanboy, but I'm not in the EU. I'm not a fucking European.
I know
citizen.
you're right outside. I know you're right outside the window, looking at me with my passport.
Yeah, fuck you, and thank you, Malta, for rejecting my citizenship application. You could have had a very proud member of your country there, but you decided to screw me over because it's cheaper. It's better for the country to buy a golden passport. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, look, okay, GDPR compliance is hard. Doesn't mean it's impossible, and it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. And this is just ridiculous. Although I will say, I will forever claim that my response, although I probably can't anymore, my response, "Go Washington," was entirely sarcastic. Yeah?
Too late now. The ship has sailed.
Why do they want this jurisdiction flowing data tunnel between two nations? What is it they want?
Dollar was what they want, right? The reason why.
Is it money? Is it surveillance? Is it both? Is it protect the world against terrorists?
Whatever they say the reason is, it's either because of money or surveillance.
Because the anti-terrorist card is so 2012.
Oh no, that lasts forever.
Well, it has lasted since.
Just don't count domestic terror, but otherwise,
it's not called domestic. It's not called domestic terrorism. Like everyone knows that.
Yeah,
right. It's called patriotism. At any rate, so kind of behind the scenes in this article, they reference the actual privacy rules, and that somehow this agreement is going to help companies enforce privacy rules by sharing information, and that companies can apply to become certified as we'll just assume he's going to come back. There we go. Companies can be certified as privately certified companies, like privacy protect, but they never say what the rules are. They never actually talk about what the privacy protections are. So even if we assume that there was some benefit to that, the entire article is just about how to facilitate that, we're going to allow you to share information across country borders more easily. It's a very weird argument.
Very strange.
It's not. It pains me. This kind of stuff is so patently bullshit.
Right, that's the
just
word I was looking for.
That's the way. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bullshit. It's just utter bullshit. Anybody who spends more than 2 minutes looking at it knows it's bullshit. It's only people who have a vested interest in it that are pushing it. Nobody else thinks it's correct. Apart from
Peter,
maybe you.
you're making
Mike.
some crazy accusations against the integrity of the United States judicial and lawmaking
Oh boy.
system. Are you suggesting that companies pay money to government
What?
I don't know.
representatives to get laws through?
What would those representatives be called, do you think? Some sort of group or perhaps a lobby of interested parties that were I don't know.
Strange.
Anyway, yeah.
Very abstract stuff.
Guys, have you ever read any William Gibson? Sci-fi guy, invented the web at cyberspace. He wrote Neuromancer, some really classic sci-fi. He gave up writing sci-fi because most of his dystopian futures came true.
Oh yeah, I remember us talking about this. I think.
Yeah. So one of the things that he wrote about, and lots of other sci-fi authors have written about, is the kind of giga corporations that have, they have people abducted, they have people sort of, they're quasi governmental. The line between government and companies has blurred, so they might as well just not exist anymore. That's where we're headed, isn't it? This is what this is all about. This is like just another.
I thought you were just describing the current state. Yeah, we're totally there now.
You think so?
Are you kidding?
I don't think we're there yet. I think we're heading. I think we're in a non-stop, unstoppable train.
Do you think it really is unstoppable? So
think of the small, tiny organizations that are like privacy advocates and like human rights advocates, and like how much work they're putting in with such little results. Because these megacorps, these gigacorps, they have endless supply of money and resources. How do you stop that?
Yeah, when it gets to the point that these regulations are actually impacting their bottom line, they will go away.
It's like climate change, I think. It's climate change never happened until people started to think, okay, I'm going to buy electric now or whatever.
The reason I think climate change is different is because climate change itself is going to affect the bottom line. And once companies realize that they're going to make more money if they address climate change, then it'll happen. I don't think that same incentive applies on the privacy side. Sorry,
I was saying that it doesn't apply on the privacy side.
Oh, I accept your apology.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, if we're going into the climate change thing, I think the best thing you can do is probably like move north.
Go above sea level. That's what you could do.
Move inland and north. Absolutely.
I'm not even kidding.
If you're in we're very northern hemisphere centric show, obviously.
Yeah.
Does that work for privacy as well? Like, can you just move to a region where they have stricter controls, like the EU, or
can you, Peter?
I don't know. Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Fucking Brexit, man! Jesus, it's just such a bad idea.
Best decision Britain ever did. Made.
Yeah. They're pulling apart GDPR now. They want a UK version of it, which is.
Couldn't they just copy paste like?
No, they want one that is
British,
basic, looser.
It's the Queen's.
Has more loopholes. It's Boris Johnson. Anyway, I don't want to go on this. God, what was the story? Mike sucks.
Mike, what?
I don't know. Doesn't know how he always.
This is how you want to end every episode now.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.